Hi guys, and welcome back to Claire's Clues. On today's video, we'll be talking about the book The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. See, this book is all about compounding decisions, compounding effect, and all the things that we do today that will change us tomorrow, next week, in a year's time, and over a lifetime. Think of it like this. Success is not built overnight. You do not just wake up one morning and discover that you're successful. That doesn't happen. What it is a compound effect of the little things that we do every day. So people with a positive mindset, a positive attitude towards things, people that really want to achieve their goals, every day they are getting up and taking that step forward and whatever it needs to be done to get to where they want to be. That little thing that they do every day, no matter what it might be as simple as reading a chapter of a book or sitting down and meditating if they want to be, let's say if they're becoming a monk, or if you want to lose weight. Say you go to the gym today. You don't just stop tomorrow because you've lost all the weight. No, you keep going and you keep going and you go back again tomorrow, next week, next month, and you go and go and go until you achieve your goal. And your goal might be as simple as, if it's the gym, I want to lose 10 kilos. Or if it's to meditate, it's to feel relaxed or at peace. Whatever it might be. If you want to be successful, maybe it's as simple as getting through 10 books that you've got sitting on your shelf and you've looked at for, maybe you've had them for a year. Maybe you've had them for 10 years. And they've sat there and you've looked at them covered in dust and you thought, one day I'm going to pick that up. Today is that day. Because there is no better time to start than right now. See, it is never too late to start. See, if you put it off another day, if you put it off another week, that week turns to a month, that month turns to a year. Years go by and you think, well, I was going to start it. It's just all these things happened. Life happened. We have all these excuses. My friends called me out. I was busy with work. I, have children and they run around and I don't have any time. And maybe you're just looking time for yourself. But the thing is, we all make excuses. We all have reasons for not doing things. So, like this. If something is easy to do, it's also easy not to do. And majority of us would choose the easiest route, which would be not to do anything at all. But if we do nothing at all, then we will only get what we've already got, and we can't expect any different. Because no one's going to rock up on your doorstep tomorrow and say, hey, here's your certificate of success. Here's, all your achievements that you've done. Here's all the work that you've put in, because you haven't taken that first step. You haven't had anything to sow, let alone being able to reap anything. So first you must plant. This is the number one thing that you must do. You must plant an idea of what you want. Have goals. Set those goals and write them down. Because without them being written down, you don't know what you're working towards. So a plan that's not written down is just an idea. But if you have an idea, if you write that down, if you have a plan and you have a goal, then you're working towards a dream that can become reality so long as you take that step every single day. For every day that you take that step, you are moving one day closer to your success. This compound effect is a great reality for a lot of people that are in a 9-to-5 job and they think, oh, I really want to be a manager one day. You don't just get given that title. You don't just get handed the keys to the store and say, hey, today you're going to be the manager. There's a lot to learn in that process. You can't just step into a job and think, I know how to do it all. As much as we would all like to think that, not all of us are in that position. We all have a lot to learn. And even if you think you know it all, there is still so much more to learn, because we learn new things every day. Every single person on this planet learns something new every day. We discover new things every day. So you can never say you know it all, because there is never a limit on anything that you can know. And that's the great thing, is that you can always add more knowledge to what you have. You can always know more. You can always do more. Add action to your plan. Add action to your goals. Break them down so that every day you are taking even one small step. Even if it's just, as simple as getting out of bed and reading that book. If that's all it is, then that's all it takes. Because that day, compounded over a year, at the end of that year, you might have read 10 more books than you planned on reading. All because you took that first step. See, here's the thing. We need to take responsibility for our success and our failures. We are the only ones to blame if we don't make it on time, or if we don't get out of bed and do that, that one thing we had planned. We are the only ones to blame. If we set the alarm to get out of bed, then we're the ones who alternatively turn it off if we don't. We can't say, oh, my neighbours were disturbing me all night, so I didn't get a good sleep, so I went back to bed. No. If you haven't gotten sleep, then you haven't gotten sleep, but you're also missing out on all your goals, all your dreams. You're postponing your success because you missed out on a little bit of sleep. If you think 10 years from now and you look back and you could have been in a successful position, but you're not now because you wanted to sleep in an extra hour, was it really worth it? Do you think back now and think, geez, that sleep was definitely the best sleep I've ever had? Or was it anxious sleep? Were you sleeping only because you were too anxious to get out of bed and do the things that would take you to your goal? That can be the case sometimes. But the thing is, and the great thing is we can change that. We all have the choice to make a different decision. We all have the opportunity to change the way we think and do things. We have to be self-aware. We have to monitor everything that we do, even down to the minuscule scale of things. So if you're watching your health, you definitely have to watch everything you put into your body. So the little things like how much sugar and how much sodium we consume, you'll be watching all of that because you care about your health. See, if you're working towards success, you care about the knowledge and the information that you're taking in. And you also care about what you're giving back to others. That's most important because people are the biggest reflection of you. Your friends, your family, your colleagues. What will they all say about you in a year's time? Will you still be in the same position? Will they still say, yeah, but they show up to work every day, so that's all we care about? Or will they say, no, you're driven, you're passionate, you care, and you would do anything to reach your goal, to reach that mark of success? Is that what they would say about you? Because that's what you can be. Everyone has that potential. You just have to take that step. That's it. Break it down. It's so simple. And it doesn't seem as scary and as daunting as what it would be if you said, oh, well, tomorrow I'm going to be successful. I'm going to make millions of dollars overnight. It could be a possibility. There's a chance, but it's very slim. See, we all have to put in the work. We have to sow some sort of seed to reap some sort of reward. See, the second thing we have to talk about is how to cultivate it. We have to focus on it every day and work on it harder and harder. Put more energy and more time and more effort into the things that we know in a year's time, after all that compounding effect, it will pay off. Even if it's just a small amount, it's more than where you are today. And the third thing and the last thing we have to talk about today is the harvest. You get to reap the reward of all the effort and all the hard work that you put in over the time that you did, whether it be a week, a month, or a year, or even a decade. You reap that reward because you're the only one that put in that effort. It's all on you. You choose to have a successful life, or you can choose to keep things the way they are. But if things stay the same, do you really want people to say, oh, well, so-and-so is no different to the way she was a year ago, 10 years ago, hasn't changed since I've known her? Or do you want to be the kind of person where people say, oh, a year ago, she was in a very different place. You know, she wasn't going anywhere. We didn't think she'd make it. But now look at her. She's successful. She's doing it. We didn't think it was possible. And all it takes is to plant a seed. Plant that seed of success, of growth, of cultivation. Keep on top of it. Have that plan. Have those steps. Take them every day, no matter how little it is. And you will stumble and fall. You won't always get it right. But that's the thing with success. Success comes with failure. And you have to learn to accept that with success and great success, there will always be faults. There will always be failures. They go hand in hand. And the best part of it is you will always be failing forward. Because if you don't try at all, then nothing will ever change. That's all for today, guys. I will quickly summarize that this book, From the Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, is all about the compound effect. Everything you do today, how it affects tomorrow, a week from now, 10 years from now. Start today because it's never too late. All right, guys, that's all we'll be making today. There's plenty more of these videos to come to help you with your personal goals and your training. But until next time, leave a comment below on what you like the most, and I look forward to hearing from you in the next video. Bye, guys.